And so, it's time to try and escape from Denver, because we've got a lot of brains here, and we kind of need to get away from World Marshal, otherwise they're going to kill us. Also, we need to make it to the other side of the bloody world, if we're going to stop this chaos. But, thankfully Doctor is going to fly us in a lovely, helicopter thing. But, yes.
Been conducting test flights almost every day for the last 6 months.
That's very reassuring, I have to say.
Can reroute today's flight, no problem.
Amazing. The Earth is the cradle of humanity, but mankind cannot stay in the cradle forever.
Well,
I'm only going as far as
true.
This thing can't pass the Carmen line.
But
that lunar vacation will just have to wait.
kind of,
Here I was hoping you might bring me back.
there is obviously the whole thing that we are kind of stuck here.
Scheiße. Two bogies closing
Um,
fast.
Is it?
Also, I think that's probably
Flight pattern suggests unmanned MQ-320s.
one of the first times that I've heard Shiza used in a video game, but I think that's because I don't tend to play games that have
Options are limited.
language like that in it. And by language I mean kind of like foreign languages, languages that are not in English. Which sounds really bad, but you get what I mean.
EMP? Yes, but not strong enough to take out the drone.
That's not good. The one thing that really annoys me about this chapter is that we start with this incredibly long cutscene. I mean, obviously this is nowhere near the level of Metal Gear Solid's standard cutscene lengths.
And people say Germans.
I mean, pretty much people are just like, oh, 15-minute cutscene, that's nothing in Metal Gear Solid. But a 4-minute long cutscene in this game, it feels like a long time. Especially considering how short this chapter is. I mean, basically, as soon as we get out of this cutscene, we have about maybe 12, 11, 10 minutes of gameplay, and that's it. That is literally all you get. That is the amount of gameplay that this chapter holds. It's like, I know this is meant to be a very fast-paced chapter and all, but still, seriously guys? You couldn't have made it a little bit longer? Or, you know, given us another chapter, or something? I don't know. But I have to say, that's quite cool.
Okay, I'm coming back.
It's just a shame that the drone's going to explode. Always with the explosions. You just can't get rid of them, really, can you? Raiden? What is it with you in getting your chin grazed? It's like you've got an obsession with it. It's just like you're trying to sharpen it, mate. Just kind of get a really razor-sharp chin, so that kind of when you're fighting people, you can kind of chin them and kind of slice them with your chin. Because it seems very much like what you're trying to do. So, yeah. Doctor's gonna have to leave us be for now, because he can't get anywhere near. So Raiden's gonna have to escape on his own.
Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Oh, he's not dead yet, Doctor. Seriously, man. He's a cyborg, he can do these jumps. I mean, look! He's perfectly fine. He's still standing as well. Oh. Look. People appear already for us to kill us, so let's murder them. Now, the song that's used in this chapter, and in the final chapter as well, is A Soul Can't Be Cut. And basically it's all about being unable to suppress our primal essence because obviously it's all to do with the fact that we've got Ripper mode now, and we get to murder everything, which is just quite cool. Vocals are done by Kit Walters, and yeah, you can just about hear the lyrics, pretty much. But I have to, once again, a lot of the songs in this game are cool and really amazing, but there are certain ones that I do prefer a lot more than others. Can't say this is one of my favourites, but it's still quite cool. Because, I mean, you've got, have you ever slashed a soul to ribbons? Have you ever believed in a mirage? My ears are ringing with a sound. Feel the vibrations, my heart starts to pound, pound, pound. Give in to darkness, bodies melt. How do we play the cards we've been dealt? Dealt. Beauty, it's humanity's greatest sin. Beauty, hiding the beast that lies within. For all our righteous crimes we compensate, but as for me, it's far too late. I can't deny the voices inside my brain. It's not a dream, we're one and the same. You should know that a soul can't be cut, no matter what blade you wield. If you follow your own path to justice, the brutal truth will be revealed. The sound's getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. You should know. Yes. So, hidden cheekily over here, typical Insomniac fashion, we have our Endurance Plus, and that is the penultimate one in the game. The final one is located in the last mission, so look forward to that. Now, I believe that A Soul Can't Be Cut was used in various promotional things for the game, specifically the English Boss trailer, and the Jack the Ripper trailer's gameplay sequences, and the Metal Gear Solid 4 Raiden segment of the DLC promotional skins trailer, because there were a lot of DLC skins for Raiden. One of the most notable being the Grey Fox costume, which you got for just simply pre-ordering the game in Europe. And I do believe I have that, but I don't know whether I ever downloaded it. I don't go online with my consoles unless they use Wi-Fi, because I don't know. It's just a pain, and even when they do go on Wi-Fi, sometimes they just don't connect. Wii U. Sorry, what was that? Just murdering geckos, as you've probably come to expect at this point. But yeah, so we have this area to fight in at the start, and that's all cool and stuff. You can get past it without alerting any enemies. In fact, I think you can pretty much get through the majority of this chapter without alerting anybody, and in doing so, you can, well, if you beat this chapter quick enough, you get an achievement. I can't remember how quick it is. I think it's under 7 minutes, or under 8 minutes, and that's in gameplay time, so, you can do it, even though this takes a bit of time. Your final time is going to be smaller than what it potentially could be, because obviously the gameplay timer only counts the little missions in between, generally. So each fight in the rank. I do love that move. It's just quite a cool thing to just slam down on everybody. Well, I have to. It slightly annoys me that I haven't been able to pull off the double Zandatsu move, because I'm pretty sure on one of the recordings that I did of the first chapter, not the prologue, like R-01, I managed to rather awesomely do the double Zandatsu on the first fight, but then I couldn't use that footage, could I? Because the recording failed, and I was just like, ah. Anyway, a good way of getting through this particular area very quickly is by making use of the drum can or the cardboard box, one or the other really. Because then you won't alert anybody. Because these dwarf geckos are a pain, obviously. And if you manage to get down to the bottom of the stairs without alerting any enemies whatsoever, which is easier said than done, but it's certainly possible, you can get the humanoid dwarf gecko that's down there, but I can't for the life of me remember how you're supposed to kill him, because the second that you reveal yourself you get noticed and you lose. Like that. And now I have to do loads of fighting. Wonderful. And what's even more frustrating is I don't think I'm going to get the award at the end, because I didn't fight any of the other enemies on the way over. Which is so fair. It's like, really? You had to do this to me? Thankfully I have Ripper Mode, and Ripper Mode destroys everything. You see? Oh no, I am getting it. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. But then we have this. Make sure to stealth kill this guy, because he's potentially going to be annoying. And then you can, if you want to, literally just kind of run and slash and get past this area without too much trouble. Or you can fight the Grad. I'm going to go for the fighting the Grad option, because I kind of want to make this last longer than it potentially was going to. Because this was going to be a really, 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 really short thing. Also, there is a hostage down here if you want to get him. I think I just gave up in terms of trying to get the hostages, because don't really get much for saving them, really. Right, I'm going to attempt to take your left arm, fail miserably, and thank you for your spine, mate. It's very kind of you for donating it. And now we are going to just obliterate the Grad with Ripper Mode. Seriously, this thing is broken. I mean, that thing normally takes so long to get rid of, and we just obliterated it in a few seconds. Which is very nice. And here, basically, there is a Mastiff and some enemies, and you can fight them. I can't remember whether it is possible to just... No, it's you've got to defeat them if you alert them. But if you manage to not alert them, then you can get through without fighting at all, which is very helpful. And basically, being stealthy is the way that you're going to get that achievement for this particular chapter. And I suck at stealth, so I'm never going to get that achievement. But that is, I believe, all the enemies done and dusted. So let's get out of here. And that's the chapter done. You see, this is why this chapter annoys me for its shortness, because it's like, I know it's meant to be a rush out of Denver and all, but it's like, come on. Give me more to play with here. Please, Platinum.
Right.
I love you guys a lot. And you guys can do long games, i.e. Bayonetta, the Wonderful 101.
That should do nicely.
and even some of the games that they made when they were Clover were quite long, like Okami. I realise I'm just listing Hideki Kamiya games, but still, the principle's there. Having a chapter that's this short at the end of the game just feels a bit... If I'm honest, this particular chapter should probably have been the longest one, because then the next 2 chapters are basically just boss fights. I mean, the last chapter's got a little bit of a thing before the final boss, but that's literally all we've got for the rest of the game, and it's kind of sad, really. But anyway, we've escaped from Denver after a bit more upgrading. It's time to head to Solis and try and save the world. Hope this goes well.